Meowdy. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. I'm Cyanosis, your poltergeist patient advocate. I'm a disabled VTuber, and I also like D&D and TTRPGs and stuff. So today I thought it would be very fun to show off my dice collection. This is my first hand cam ever, so excited. So without further ado, let's get into them. I have quite a few sets, but the one challenge is I do sort them kind of awkwardly. I tend to sort them by type instead of by set and by color scheme. Okay. I'm gonna try and go in chronological order to when I first received these. I believe this is the first. It's kind of just a lavender liquidy type. There we go. It's very nice. I will say it does seem that the liquid has kind of melted. All of the purple has kind of collected on the 20 side, which is interesting. So we have this one. I got these at a convention when I was little. It was a very fond memory getting them. Like every beginner player, I wanted to get a set that kind of correlated with the theme of my player character. I have two sets that correlate to this character, but yet I've never played him. I'm very fond and nostalgic of these, despite them not being my flashiest or, you know. Let's see, here's the D4, I believe, yeah. And yeah, it's kind of sunken into the corners. Kind of neat. But I wonder how that happens. Pretty. I actually don't have my very first set now that I think about it. Because my very first set I held in my pencil case because there is a TTRPG club after school, and I kept it with my gel pens. So let's see, the next ones are also this purple, similarly based off of my character. It has this kind of gold sparkly hue to it, which is nice. Very cool. This one was a very neat find. Then we have the rest of them from this set. They are kind of not as in pristine condition as I'd love them to be, because I did have this when I was a child and kept it with my stationery, so. But I deem these worth saving. We have this one, also quite pretty. I really adore the glitter. I think these are also Chessex, if I had to guess. But I don't keep the boxes, because the boxes are quite sharp, and I'm injury prone enough as is. Yep, D6. Look at the sparkles, so sparkly. Very neat. I can just visually stim with these these for hours. That's pretty much my criteria for dice. This is my dragon fruit set. Has little slices of dragon fruit inside. I believe I got these off of Etsy. And I definitely don't regret it because it's so adorable. Really cute. Once again, you'll catch me just admiring them and not talking because the autism really autisms when I start looking at these. Very fun to look at. Once we're done, we're gonna have plenty of dice to sift through. This one, which only seems to have one or two slices inside, but we appreciate it nonetheless. Very cute. It reminds me of those Bath and Body Works hand sanitizers that have an ungodly amount of glitter inside. So pretty. It's very nice to look at. That one, this set, wasn't for any specific character per se. I just enjoy the aesthetics and taste of dragon fruit. So that was my justification for this set. Sometimes that's all it takes. It does seem just like the other dice with things inside, it does seem to settle quite particularly after a while, because I've had this for maybe a few years. It seems to kind of, whichever way it's resting, if you don't pick it up, I don't know how, but it seems to settle. Oh, that's cool, you can see the little, is it called caustics in this case? But look at my glove. It's reflecting nice. Must have fallen out of my D4 pocket. But here it is. So cool. Come on. There we go. So here's the boba set. Very cute. And I like how the milk kind of swirls in. It has the same satisfying effect of pouring creamer in coffee and watching it. Very fun. Has all the visual things I like. It's like this milky tea. Very cool. Very fun to play with. This is kind of my only orangey set. This would be fun for Halloween. It has all the right colors for that kind of thing. Or a tavern-based character, mayhaps. That'd be really fun. It's quite adorable. 10 out of 10. Not that we're rating these. That would be like rating children. You're not supposed to do that. See, I believe that's all of them from that set as well. 1, 2, 3. Looks like I'm missing D4. Oh, here it is. It's cool how it kind of melts together. What else? Oh, these are. I just said I wouldn't rate them. I did say that. However, I'm only this much slightly partial to this set, which I'm sure you can guess why. It has all of the aesthetic ideals. The mint, the pink, the heart, numbers. Mwah. Gorge. Gorge. Simply gorge. Yeah, these tend to be my favorite. But don't tell the others. Don't tell them, don't tell them. They'll start rolling bad for me, don't tell them. I am pretty pleased with these. These are also from Etsy. If I can remember the names of the shops, I will definitely link them below. Because they're so cute. If I were to make a character to play these dice with, I think maybe a pastel tiefling jester kind of vibe. I think that could work. Or a cleric, honestly. I could see cleric. You have to admit they are quite pretty. They kind of remind me of Care Bears. For whatever reason, I get Care Bear vibes. Now that I think about it. Sorry. Same vibe. I do like the smaller hearts on the D20. I think I like this ratio. The mint is the main color, and the pink and other colors are accents. Quite cute, quite cute. Yeah, this set is, it's not flashy or anything, it's not one of those fancy gems, but it's pastel. And sometimes that's all it takes for me. Always, that's all it takes. Makes my brain happy. Mustn't forget the D4, lest I run it over with my tires by accident. Certainly would not want to do that. There we go. Next up we have these. It's kind of a pastel gothy vibe, which I always appreciate. It has this black texture, like paint splatters, or like charcoal pencil kind of. And I really like the feel of it. It's not smooth like the other dye. Hold it up so you can hear it. It has this very rough texture to it, which is very neat. I don't see that quite often. Faces have this unique, it reminds me of 3D printer plates that have that texture, but I doubt these are 3D printed. But it has that texture nonetheless. Very pretty. In terms of characters, I think that this would play, just making them up on the spot. Maybe a new pirate kind of vibe. Just getting their hands dirty. Or maybe like a rock style blue bard. It's a very nice color. these are relatively new sets. I'll just bring them out together. These are the Gothic pastels, I believe. I will say the mint, they're mint, it looks more mint online, but I'm not dissatisfied with these. It's more of like a honeydew green, which is fine by me. I like the sound they make when they scrape next to each other. The green's kind of muted, whereas the yellow is it matches my shirt. It matches my shirt color very well, which is why I enjoyed the yellow especially. Very matchy. And if I add the pinks, it kind of is my own. If you were to play as me, these would probably be the ones you'd use. Certainly match as well. There we go. It reminds me of the colors of rainbow sherbet. Is it sherbet or sherbet? I don't know. That. The rainbow ice cream. Sherbet. 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 Who knows? But that one. I like that one. These perfectly encapsulate that rainbow sherbet vibe. I also forgot the D6 of the blue one, it seems. I also have an opal set, but the rule for those is I cannot roll them around with the others because they will break. So I won't be showing my opal set. I don't even keep them in the same bag. They're quite fragile. Like me. My last visually unique set, but it reminds me of those bubblegum giant jawbreaker things you'd find in capsule machines that I wouldn't dare eat because I would break my jaw. But they always have this unique swirly design that reminds me of it. I got it because I really liked the pastel mint swirls. The mint and the pink and the white swirling together looked so unique. I hadn't seen any like this before. I'm not the biggest fan of the red lettering These came with the pink set, with the white lettering as well, which I think is good. They complement each other well. I believe that is all of them. Here's your scoop. Hope you enjoyed getting to see all my dice. If you have critiques about my amount of dice, refrain, 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 refrain. I hope you enjoyed my humble hoard, and I will see you next time. I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Night night.